matchup in store.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Throwing Nix. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Cordero Patterson. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll... Complete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Broncos will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Patterson will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Delson in motion. Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Now it's Nix. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Eckler. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they? No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. John Franklin Myers able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw is Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Daniels looking to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Delson in motion. Nick's going to tap this forward.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
The 20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
To throw, here's Nix. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Nix to the air.
Flushed out right. He just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Nix.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 17 yards out.
And the Broncos continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Take Dell.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson.
27 yards.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got a man, complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Broncos are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. Buying time to his left.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And a throw right sideline is complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Broncos are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here comes third down and 7.
Looking to throw. Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the gun on third down, Daniels.
That is caught, and he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
To the right side and caught by Sennett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
John Franklin Myers, his 2nd sack of the night.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw. Daniels.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Robinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Eckler, they run left side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
A nice little juke. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Nix from the shotgun.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they will take a knee here. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver